It is day 3 and counting of the partial government shutdown. Congressional leaders met with President Obama last night but made no progress.
A CBS News poll out this morning finds 44% of Americans blame Republicans for the impasse and 35% point the finger at Democrats. Leaders from both parties are still holding each other responsible.
The president reiterated one more time tonight that he will not negotiate. All we're asking for here is a discussion and fairness for the American people under Obamacare.
John Boehner right now has not been willing to say no to a faction of the Republican Party that are willing to burn the House down because of an obsession over my health care initiative.
I'm absolutely convinced that President Obama and Harry Reid think that this shutdown's the best thing that ever happened to them politically in recent memory.
They are obsessed. I don't know what other word I can use. I don't know what other word I can use. They are obsessed with this Obamacare thing.
Well, CBS News political director John Dickerson is with us from Washington. John, good morning.
Good morning, Nora.
With no resolution in sight this morning, I want to ask you about what's happening within the Republican Party. And yesterday, I understand a number of Senate Republicans really rebuked their colleague, Senator Cruz of Texas, saying that he never had a strategy and could never answer a question about the end game was. Is this now devolving into infighting in the party? What do you think's happening?
Well, we had a lot of this infighting going into this shutdown. What you have now is a lot of Republican senators who are against this strategy in the first place saying, basically, I told you so. And I've talked to some Republican senators about this. And what gets them so frustrated is they're furious at the president when President Obama says he won't negotiate over these things. That has them outraged. And they want to take that case to the public. But they think that Senator Cruz and House Republicans have muddied that message by following this strategy that, if you look at the polls leading up to the shutdown, overwhelmingly people did not want to tie defunding health care to shutting down the government. And now our poll today shows that same thing. And so as angry as they are at the president, they want to go at him, but they feel like they've been distracted by this sideline fight.
John, the heads of Goldman Sachs and Bank of America were at the White House yesterday. We know Wall Street is really concerned about the debt ceiling being breached on the 17th. Is there anything the president can do outside of cutting a deal with Congress here? Can he issue some kind of executive order and go and bypass them effectively and extend the debt ceiling?
I've been hearing a lot about this from, smart people in Washington say, look, he can use the 14th Amendment. There's also another plan that he could mint a platinum coin. These are sort of break glass and get out of the problem emergencies. What the White House says, though, is, look, this is about confidence in the underlying securities, that America's economy, but the world has to have confidence in it. And if the president took one of these last minute kind of measures, extraordinary measures to say it's OK to breach the debt limit, that wouldn't instill any confidence. It would be an emergency measure, and that wouldn't settle the market down. Now, having said that, there's also a political reason that the president wants to do this, and he wants this to be a congressional problem. Congress has to fix the debt limit so that if they even entertain the notion that the president could do anything, it removes some of that political pressure from Congress. So even if they were noodling this, they wouldn't want to let it be public.
John, we hear a lot of wailing publicly, but I know you know a lot of people, talk to a lot of people. Are you hearing anything privately that even hints that a resolution is in the works?
No, and it's kind of amazing. I mean, the meeting at the White House last night, the only thing that was achieved is basically they got closer and could trade their insults in person instead of through the television camera. And so there is nothing happening in those private rooms. And then when you ask, OK, I know what your public posture is, but how are you finding the exit here? How are you looking to create an exit for your opponent? Because that's sometimes what happens in these situations. It's not happening. Both sides are fixed. And that's where we are right now.
Pretty discouraging. John Dickerson, thanks so much.